Welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Troy. Thank you for taking the time out to have a look at our Pajero GLS with leather video. It's a beautiful colour. As you can see, we've got the pearlescent white here, so very shiny with the sparkles right through the greens, the blues, pinks and purples through the white colour there. Today you can see it quite well because of the sun. Just wanted to show you a few little things on this vehicle. Obviously you can see it's the traditional style of the Pajero here. You've got your daylight running lights down the bottom here, your little squirters for your headlights, and you got HID headlights, high intensity discharge. They're very bright. Whether you need a light bar on this one, possibly not, because the lights are very good at night. So just showing you around the vehicle. As you can see, great windows on this car. You can see right around the vehicle, and visibility is amazing in this car. One of the few cars these days in the modern era that do give you great visibility. Very good approach angle on the front of the vehicle as well. So if you are using it for a little bit of off-road, it does have a great approach angle. Running the alloy wheels as well. I might just show you under the bonnet. We've got a 3.2 litre diesel engine running around the 440 newton meters of torque, and about the 140 kilowatts roughly, and it's a 3.2 litre common rail diesel engine. Very well insulated. It's quite quiet inside the cabin area, but this engine has been around for quite some time. It's very well proven, very solid engine, and extremely reliable. So the likelihood of having a problem with this vehicle is very low. It is the sort of vehicle you can keep for 20 years if you like, and it will still be going. So not everyone wants to keep their cars that long, but that's how solid these cars are. It did win the Paris-Dakar 12 times, the Pajero, so very solid unit. I'm just going to pop the bonnet down. The aluminium bonnet makes it very light. As you can see, it's very light, very easy to use. And I'm just going to pop around the side of the car. You can see the side steps inside the vehicle, chrome door handles, and we've got our privacy glass on the back windows there, which add a bit of depth to the car and the windows. Mirror up the top here is chrome with the blinkers on the side there. If you press the button 3 times, your mirrors will fold in. Press it 3 times and they unlock again. So just moving around the car, we'll go around the back of the vehicle. With the Pajero, very traditional, we've got our spare wheel on the back. The advantage in having the spare wheel on the back is if you do go four-wheel driving, it's not underneath the vehicle here, and can get damaged going in and out of creek crossings or over rough terrain. So having it up there protects the wheel. Make sure you have got a spare when you're out four-wheel driving. Last thing you want is to get a puncture and not have a spare when you're out four-wheel driving. The car does have rear sensors here. Down here you can see that, so for parking, and it also has the rear camera, which you can possibly see just under there. These cars are available with a lift for the wheel. If you're towing a caravan, you can get the wheel raised a little bit if you wish. So I'm just going to pop inside and show you inside the vehicle for a second. So this little blind just pulls out and hides what you've got in there if you've got expensive items. This little bit here just pops up and anchors on the back of the seat like that. And of course it's removable, so we can pop that out. So I'm just going to pop up the, well, before I pop up the floor, I'll just show you the anchor points. Because you have got a charging point here, you can run a fridge in the point, and you've got 4 anchor points like this over here in the corners, just in the corners here and down here as well. So yeah, 4 anchor points, so you can tie the fridge down if it's, don't want it moving around the back of the car. Now to show you the rear seats, it is a 7-seater, so we can just pop this out, set it down here, and we just flip this over like that. Pop the seat up, and these little doohickeys go on top. These are your headrests. There you go, you've got yourself a 7-seater. Now this does also have the ability to tilt back, which I can do for you in just a second. There you go. So you can tilt that back and get a nice lean on the back of the seat. So I'm just going to pop that back out, that back in there. Now a lot of people, if they're not having 7 seats, not using the car as a 7-seater, you can actually use this for storage. So you can actually pop this seat completely out, put the floor back in as I'm going to do now. So if you can imagine this car in the rear without this seat, you can actually have this empty and have that 7-seat right out of the car, and that's another storage area for you putting all your maybe recovery gear or camping gear in there. So just something extra that this car offers. I'm just going to pop that back in. Very, very easy to do, as you can see. And just while we're in the back of the vehicle, I just thought I'd take the opportunity to show you the speaker system. We've got the Rockford stereo here. So in the GLS with leather, all the GLS, they come with the Rockford acoustic design stereo system. That's your subwoofer, and in the doors over here you'll see there's other little speakers. I think there's 12 speakers in total in the car, so great sound system if you're into your music. I'll just let you know that these rear seats also fold back all the way down to here, so you can turn the whole car into a bed, which I'll show you in just a moment as well. There is a safety lock in the door here, so you can clip that in, so if you're on a hill the door won't close on you and hit you with the door. So quite a good system, that one, very easy. Well, I'll put my blind back in. Just sit that there for the moment. We'll just walk around the side of the car. I'll just show you how those seats recline. So one of the nice things about the Pajero is the space. As you can see, there's huge amount of space here, quite wide. Great flat bench seat, so you can get 3 people across there without any issues. But as I mentioned, this seat can recline all the way back, and this seat here actually folds right down into here, and the whole car can turn into a great big bed. So that's another feature. So if you're doing a long trip, you get a bit tired, you can have a sleep in your car. And there are some controls in the rear for your air conditioning, because your air conditioning goes through the roof line of the car. So there is some air conditioning vents in the roof all the way around the car. So the people in the rear of the car or even in the back will be just as cool as the people in the front on a hot day. Another nice thing about this car is the seat height in relation to the door height. So if you do have young children in the car, 90% of the time they can see, because this door height is very low in relation to the seat height, and they can see out very well. So as you can see, great visibility in the car. You can see the little tweeters up here and the speakers, part of the 12 speaker stereo system. So I'll just show you quickly inside the car. So I will show you a bit more in detail inside the car, but you'll see here we've got electric seats. We've also got a lumbar support there, which is for the centre of the back there. And we also have heated seats, which you'll see the controls in a moment when I jump inside the car. You've got your mirrors to adjust your mirrors here, and your fog lights front and rear on now. So I might just jump in the car and show you through there as well. As I mentioned, I'll show you inside the vehicle. Now, just looking at the system up here, we've got our Apple CarPlay Android Auto system. So as you can see, you've got apps, phone, iPod, USB, FM, AM, digital and settings, and you can flick that through and just have a few HDMI, Bluetooth, your clock, GPS, day-night mode, lots of different settings on there. So quite advanced system, very modern. When you incorporate that with a Rockford stereo, as you can see, a beautiful system and plenty of options. You can certainly use maybe Spotify off your phone. You can hold the little button down on the steering wheel here and just say play Ed Sheeran on Spotify, and all the Ed Sheeran songs will come up, and then you can just listen to some Ed Sheeran. So great stereo system, very modern, very, very easy to use. So once you've got your phone plugged in through your USB cord, you can also use this button, hold it down and say High Street Berwick, and High Street Berwick will appear on the screen there, and you don't have to type anything in. As long as you can talk and press a button, it's that easy, it's that simple to use. Now down here you've got your climate control, which is linked to the rear as well. If you do want to turn off the kids when they're mucking around doing silly things, you can turn the rear ones off here. As I mentioned, we do have heated seats, so you've got high and low there, so you can turn them on. And we have a rear diff lock right next to it, which is great for four-wheel driving. Being a Mitsubishi Pajero, the Super Select system, we do have high and low range. We also have an all-wheel drive system as well. So you can see that here, it's the manual system when you drive it back and forward. Part of the reliability of the Pajero is having that system there, the manual system, rather than a button, because it's far less likely to fail. So very, very good system, very reliable. A little bit of storage in here. If you're in a gated community, you can put your card in here, and you've got a little storage there, and Down the bottom there you've got a power point as well. In the glove box, I don't know if you can see in the glove box here, but you've got a HDMI cable up in there. You can use HDMI. You've got 2 USB connections. So basically, if you're using your Apple CarPlay Android Auto, you connect your phone in there, sit it up on the little shelf and close it up and you're done. You don't have to worry about your phone again. You can do everything through here. There is an information button up the top here. As you can see, it gives you outside temperature, which says 11 degrees, which is possibly right. And then I just flick through there and it gives you a whole lot of barometer, dates. We'll give fuel consumption, all those sorts of things as well. So how many Ks till empty. So very, very useful, useful tool, that one. Now we do have some other switches on the dash here. We have stability control and traction control there. Basically you leave that on all the time. The only time you'd turn that off is if you were bogged or something like that. You've got your rear parking sensor there. Not too sure what this little button is. I'll have to find out for you. Now on the steering wheel, it is adjustable, so you can adjust it up and down. I'll just show you that if I can undo it. There you go. It's adjustable steering, and answer the phone, hang up and speak. So that's for your Bluetooth system and also your Apple CarPlay Android Auto. All your stereo controls are here, so you can turn the volume up and down and switch between songs and go for different modes like FM, AM, USB, Bluetooth, all those sorts of things. Cruise controls on the side here as well. And if we're looking at our rear view mirror up the top here, you'll see that this one is electrochromatic, so that actually adjusts itself at night time. You won't have to adjust it with your hand, it just dims by itself, so great system, that one. The car also has auto lights and auto wipers, of course, so your wipers will turn on if it starts raining, and with the auto lights, if it gets dark, they'll turn on by themselves, and if you forget to turn them off when you get out of the car, they'll turn themselves off. So once again, great little system. So thank you for looking at the inside of the car. I'll just step out and show you the front again. Thank you. Thanks again for having a look at our Pajero. I just wanted to say to you that the car does have a 5-star ANCAP rating. It does have 6 airbags, curtain airbags, side airbags, 2 front airbags, so plenty of safety there. Quite a solid car, as you know, with the chassis. Also, if you are looking at a vehicle like this, you may want to consider protecting the vehicle. It's something we can talk to you about when you pop in. Glass coat is a great product to put on your car. Prevents bird poo, bat poo, acid rain, all those types of things that affect your paint. Keeps it in great condition. Basically, if you don't scratch or dent your car, it should look the same as the day you bought it because it doesn't fade. So we'll have a chat to you about that if you pop in. The other thing that you might want to consider when buying a new car is how to look after it long term. So we have an extended warranty program that you can get that well, it's not a warranty, it's a service agreement. So basically it just means that you can extend your warranty for an extra 5 years. 5 years of mechanical protection that covers you for all the same things as your new car warranty covers you for. So it's not actually a warranty as such, but it does cover you for all the same things except for your paint and your fabric. So we can talk to you in a bit more detail about that. It also gives you premium roadside assistance, and we'd also like to offer you finance if you need some assistance in that area. We do have Macquarie Bank. Julie can look after you in that area when you pop in, go through all the finance options and help you out with that as well. I'd just like to say thank you again for considering our car and watching our video. If you want to contact us, you can do that. Ask for Troy on 9709 2999. 9709 2999 at Berwick Mitsubishi. Sorry, my apologies, Berwick Mitsubishi. We're down at 20 to 32 Kangan Drive in Berwick. Thank you.